Hey everyone, welcome back to the new video. So in this video we'll solve Leetcode problem 2396. So the problem is we have to find a strictly palindromic number. So what is the palindromic number? First thing. So palindromic number is a number which if you write frontward or backwards, like in the front way or in a reverse way, it should be same. For example, if you take a string called Bob, B-O-B, and if you try to write it like from reverse, in a reverse way, like from back to forward, right, then also it will be Bob. So if your front, like if your string from front to end is same from end to front, like if your string is same as your reverse string, then it's a palindromic string. Same for a number. For example, if you write a number called 101, right, if you try to write it other way around, like in a reverse order, it will still be 101. So that's what is a palindromic number or a palindromic string. So in this case, in this problem, what we have to find is a strictly palindromic number. So, but the twist is we have to find, for example, they have given us an input called n, which has a value of 9. So what we have to find is we have to find all the bases of this 9 input, right? From 2 to n minus 2. So if the n is 9, then we have to find 9 base 2, 9 base 3, 9 base 4, 9 base 5, 9 base 6 and 9 base 7. Because here it says an integer n is strictly palindromic it for every base b between 2 and n minus 2. So basically we have to find basically 9 base 2, 9 base 3 till n minus 2, which is 9 minus 2 is 7. So 9 base 2 to 9 base 7. We have to check all the number if they are palindromic. Now you will say, okay, I get it, how you check a string, even how you check number, but how would you check 9 base 2, right? You can. So what you need to do is you need to use another function in JavaScript through which first basically you convert your decimal base to your basically you convert it to binary. For example, 9 base 2. So 9 base 2, what would be? Here you can see 9 base 2, in base 2 basically 9 is 1001. Now how do you get 1001? That's another thing. So basically if how you get it is real basically just by taking LCM. So you take 9 and you start dividing 9 by 2. So you get 2 4s are 8, then you get 2 2s are 4, then you get 2 3s are 2 1s are 2, and then you get 2 zeros are 2 1s are 0, and then at the 2 zeros 2 1s are 0, and then at the end you just have to convert your this all two common factors you got, and you have to add 1 at the end and write it in descending order from top bottom to top. I mean, you can find definitely a lot of videos to see how you convert it, but we don't even need to see the maths behind it, because in JavaScript we had dot to string function which will do it for us. So I'll start the problem here. So firstly what I'll do is I'll create a method here for me which will always just check that if my number, for example whatever number I pass to that method, it just gives me a solution that is it palindromic or it's not palindromic. So but before that I wanna see always I wanna check if my n is less than 2 or it's not. So if my n is less than 2, then I definitely want to return false. I don't even wanna proceed for that, because there's no point if n is less than 2. Like that's not what we want. Second thing what I'll see is I want to see that if my number is palindromic, not strictly, just if it's palindromic or not, just tell me that. So I'll say is palindromic. If number is strictly palindromic, then what I want to do is I want this function to take string, and it will be an arrow function, so it will take that string and compare it. So we'll use 3 equal. So the thing is you cannot for example what you want to do, end goal is to reverse a string and then compare it with the initial string. So we've got initial string and we want to compare it with other string, right? How do we do that? So you can't reverse a string, but you can reverse an array. So what I'll do, I'll first make this string to an array. So I'll use string dot split, and I want to divide every string into like 1 1 1 1 character. So it will be one array each, one array item. So at this step we have got, like for example we have got 1 0 0 1, and these are like also like this, I guess, like this. Okay, so comma 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 like this. So this is what we have got. Now what I want to do after this step, I want to reverse it. So we get this functionality in JavaScript dot reverse. So once I've done that dot reverse, then what I want to do, I want to join it again. So after joining it, it again becomes a string. So join it in the same way how you made it into an array. So this function will, whatever string I pass it to, it will always tell me if the number is palindromic or not. If it is, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So that's done there. Now what I want to do, I want to convert my number to the base number, like on base of 2, base of 3, whatever it is. So I'll say constant is base. So every time I want to convert the number to a base number, right? But what I want to do right now, they have given me n equals to 9, right? So I want to go from 2 to 7. So for that I need a for loop. So I'll say for let I equals to 2, I should be less than n minus 2, I think, yeah, and I plus plus. Why n minus 2? Because I want to go from 2 to n minus 2, they've given us here, and I want to increase I by 1 every time. So if I do this, then every time what I want to do, I want to make that, I want to convert that base of 2 number to a 1001. For example, I want to convert 9 base 2 to 1001. So I'm going to write this function called, I'm going to declare this variable called constant is base, and what it will do is basically this will take my n is 9, I want to convert 9 base 2, so dot to string. So you can find this method online. It's a JavaScript function, JavaScript method, which basically 9.to string, and it will take one input. So you can write it here, like for example I, every time you want to check for I, right, you want to check 9. We're not gonna do like hard programming, we're gonna do dynamic programming. So n is 9, so I want to check every time 9 base 2, then 9 base 3, then 9 base 4. So I can just put I here. So this will, what it will give, it will give me all this value 1001, 100, and all this value. So once that is done, then I want to check if this number which I get, if it's palindromic or not. So here it's really easy. First I'll put a if condition and I'll check if it is not palindromic. So I'll call it here command C. So I'll say if it's not palindromic, what? So I'll pass the number here, is base, this number which. So I'll say if this number is not palindromic, so that's a problem, right? If it's not, then I want to return false, because I don't want to continue then, like it's not palindromic and it says we want a strictly palindromic number, then we don't continue. But if it never goes here, it means it never got returned, it means it didn't went inside it. Then at the end I want to return true, which means the number is a palindromic number. I hope that made sense, and if we run it, then it should be working fine. No, it didn't work. So let's see why it didn't work. Output is true, expected is false, n equals 4. It means we have done a mistake somewhere. So I'll just see what mistake we did. If number constant is palindromic, n.to string. If it's not palindromic, then I want to return false. Then here I want to return true. Let I equals to 2, I should be less than. So yeah, I did a mistake here. I is less than n minus 2. So n minus 2 would be what? 9 minus 2 is 7. I want to run the loop till 7 and don't want to run when 7 is already there, right? So I need to write it. I should be less than equals to n minus 2. So then it will run 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then 7. So now if I run it, then it should work properly fine. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. See, so it's all good and we have got a runtime and our solution is working totally fine. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.